Hello, everyone. This is Evan Petzold from the Detroit Free Press coming at you after the Tigers' 6-3 win over the Guardians in the winner-take-all Game 3 of the American League Wildcard Series in the MLB postseason. With the win, the Tigers have advanced to the ALDS against the Seattle Mariners, which begins Saturday. And right now, we are fresh off of a clubhouse celebration where I think Tigers manager A.J. Hinch and Hall of Famer Alan Trammell said it best. A.J. Hinch said, when you earn it, that's what makes it sweet. Alan Trammell said, winning is not easy. It wasn't easy for the Tigers, but they got it done in Game 3 of this wild card series against the Guardians. Jack Flaherty, he had a great pitching performance. Dylan Dingler, he had a big swing in the 6th inning, hitting a home run. But what really stood out to me was the 7th inning for the Tigers, where Javier Baez gets it started with a big double. But then after that, you saw Wenceel Perez, Spencer Torkelson, and Riley Green. The three of those players put together 3 singles in a row, including Wenceel Perez with a 2-run single. So all 3 of those singles drove in runs. It was a 4-run 7th inning for the Tigers, and they ended up going on to win 6-3. The home run by Dingler, that made a huge difference. That was a spark that the Tigers needed. And once they got that spark, it seemed like they were able to really get things going in the 7th inning. That's what makes this team dangerous. When they are passing the baton on offense, getting single after single after single, mixing in some walks, you get your occasional double, and then you get the big swing on the home run. That's when this team is at its best. I think for too long, the Tigers have been so focused on trying to hit the home run ball because everyone's trying to get out of a slump. When in reality, what makes this team special is when they are able to pass the baton one after another. And we saw that in the 7th inning in Game 3 of the AL Wildcard Series against the Guardians, and it's ultimately what led to their win. Yes, Jack Flaherty pitched great. Yes, Dylan Dingler had the big home run. But without that 4-run 7th inning, the Tigers would not have been winners in the AL Wildcard Series, and they would not have been advancing to the ALDS, where they're going to play the Seattle Mariners. So looking ahead, the Tigers are going to have to do more of that. They're going to have to rely on their pitching and their defense as always, but the offense does have to get going. And I think what we saw there in the 7th inning should give us some hope that the Tigers have turned a corner and the offense may be coming alive sooner rather than later. Next up, the Tigers are going to play Game 1 of the American League Division Series against the Seattle Mariners. That game is on Saturday at T-Mobile Park in Seattle. The Tigers will play games 1 and 2 in Seattle before coming home to Comerica Park in Detroit for Game 3 of the ALDS. For the Detroit Free Press, I'm Evan Petzold. We'll catch you next time.